In music therapy, we use music as a way to emote and evoke self-expression where words may not be enough. And perhaps the sound, whether it's a vocal improvisation or a sound on the drum or an instrument, can mean so many different things to somebody that they're able to actually put it on, like let's say a drum beat, and yet to ask them to talk about perhaps a very painful incident would be very difficult for them. So a music therapist learns to listen to the music and listen to a lot of what that person is doing physically as well with the instrument and the way that they play it. So we listen not only to the sounds but in between the notes.
And we only bring fun and play to music. Okay? Only fun and play. That's all that's allowed.
Today was a drum workshop that was offered to the community, and it's a great example showing how the community can come together and provide a musical container for people who would not necessarily have the opportunity to participate in something culturally enriching. Participants of Arts and Services for Disabled are individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Many of them have very stressful lives and hardships. And this is a place where they could come and forget about the outside world and focus on enjoying themselves, something positive that they can think about, something that they can do together as a family, where they can laugh and communicate and collaborate, maybe work out a little problem, but do it through music and using instruments.
So I'm first inviting you to listen to me. Very good.
Take and give. Can everybody say that?
Take
And give. Take and give. Again. Take and give. Here we go.
and give. That's the take and give. Take and give. Take and give. Take and give. Yes, take and give. Take and give.
Drumming has many benefits. For example, if you're playing a drum, you're moving and you're breathing and you're listening to this rhythm and you become entrained, which means that you start to pick up this rhythm, and then somebody else entrains with you and starts to pick up this rhythm, and it gives people energy and it's fun, and so typically then the stress decreases and you're able to provide a more positive energy for yourself and a positive attitude. And so health-wise, it's an extremely healthy thing for people to do. If you start a rhythm, you see people start to move and start to engage in the rhythm, and they can't help it. And it just draws people in. It creates group cohesion. It helps people organize when their thoughts or their feelings or they may feel disoriented. The rhythm itself helps them to organize and entrain and focus when other places in people's lives may not be so beautiful. And music allows a space for that person to embrace something that they can create and call their own. We're able to release creativity. It may unlock things that were suppressed, and through the music allow somebody to feel comfortable enough eventually to maybe use words to describe what their feelings are. Today there was a young boy who wasn't quite sure, he was a little apprehensive and didn't want to come into the group, but when he slowly heard the other children playing and saw how much fun everybody was having, he decided to join the group, and then eventually, from not playing an instrument, ended up at the end of the session being the one trying all the instruments and playing his drum the loudest and sharing with everybody. And that took place in just an hour. Typically, traditional services would not have gone that far with an individual and helped them attain that kind of confidence in just an hour session of, let's say, talk therapy. But the drumming was able to invite and was non-threatening and allowed him to make that kind of a vast change within an hour's time. And I don't know any other therapy that does that.